many that I just cannot fit them all in one video. Also, I want to apologize ahead of time for my nasty nails. I go to school most days of the week, and then I come home and do homework, or I work, or I do something after school, and I just don't have time to focus on my nails. But I'll probably, it's 2 a.m. right now as I'm filming this video. I'll probably do that right after I do this. So you won't see this most books that have like been like this are good. I just don't buy books that have real people on the covers anymore. It's just not something that I do. But her eyes red and she's got eyelashes and it's called Numbers and the beat is an 8. It's by Rachel Ward. That is all on that. I haven't read it in years. I might go back and reread it just to see if it actually is good. But the next one, I do know for a fact that this is a good book. I bought it about a month or so after it first came out. It's called They Both Die at the End. And it's by Adam Silvera, who I really like his writing because it's very casual, very relatable. I'm currently reading a book in which he's like collaborated with a different author, and I don't really like the plot. But this book specifically is very good. It's called They Both Die at the End, and you've probably heard of it if you're on Book Talk or if you're like a bookworm or anything. It's a very popular book. They both die at the end. I won't spoil the ending for you, but it's pretty predictable. Anyway, this is the spine. They both die at the end. They both die at the end. And on the back, it's just like this like city thing on the front. They've got like these two like main characters, and their shadow is a Grim Reaper. But I'm gonna read you what it says on the back here. Let's see. So here we are. Hello, I'm calling from Deathcast. I regret to inform you that sometime in the next 24 hours, you'll be meeting an untimely death. On behalf of everyone here at Deathcast, we are so sorry to lose you. Live this day to the fullest. Okay. That is the message that essentially every person in this universe receives from Deathcast to tell them that they're about to die. And it's a really interesting moral because it kind of like begs the question, like, do our actions after hearing that we're gonna die cause us to die? Like, is it just something that we kind of manifest? Is it better to know that you're gonna die, or what? It's kind of like a controversy in that sense, and I thought it was good. It also kind of broke me. This next one, autobiography. It is a very like, I want to say that there's not much to this book except the exploration of sexuality, which is like completely fine, but it's also like I wish that there was a little bit more to it, like a deeper element to it. However, it is a really cute book, quite the guilty pleasure, and so I really liked it. I just thought that it was like a cute little book, and I would read it again. So I just decided to keep it. Also, this cover is just insanely pretty. I haven't heard many people talking about it, but like if you want just like a good book to read, like something that won't disappoint you, I would go with this. If you're looking for something like with an insanely deep meaning, maybe not. I mean, I is 7 days. 7 days. The earth might end in 7 days. So I guess it's like an apocalyptic situation. I hope you get this message. I hope you get this message. And the very back cover is like messages being received or whatever. It is like a radio situation. Those are those. This next one is really, I'm so excited to read this. It's third on my list at the moment. This is called We Are Not Free. We are not free. And look at the characters. Look at them. Look at how beautiful they are. They're so like well drawn, and this notebook paper in the back is what gets me. I'm pretty sure that it might be like an important part of the plot as well. And there's more characters back here. And it's just like this. Look at the receipt. That's cool. There's a receipt. This book is about, it takes place during the Japanese internment camps, which I think happened in World War II, if I'm not mistaken. It is a situation that is widely covered up because people don't really want to admit that those Japanese internment camps were essentially concentration camps. And they've ruined the lives of so many Japanese Americans and Japanese people. Just, it sucked, and I'm glad that there's a book that like takes place in that time. I've never seen a book that takes place, like a fiction book that takes place during that time. I am really excited to read it. So that's that. That's We Are Not Free. This next one I'm currently reading. It is the book that is a collaboration between what's her last name? Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. It's called What If It's Us, and you've probably heard of it. It's pretty popular, I guess. The signed first copy right here. I don't like it. I'm almost done with it. I'm right here. This is how much I've got through. This is how much I have got. And I can't deal with it. It has so many like moments where it tries to be like kind of like a social justice warrior, but they're like, I understand the point that they're trying to make, but they do it so randomly. Like they have to make some kind of point every page. Like I get it, but at the same time, like the climax of the book so far has been that they didn't get Hamilton tickets. Like I don't understand. I don't understand what is happening in this book. There's genuinely no action. Like the beginning was so interesting, and now I'm just like, what are you going to fit in this amount of pages? I don't know. I feel like something should have happened by now, but nothing has. It's a little bit inappropriate if you're a child. Maybe I wouldn't read it. I mean, it's not that bad, but like, yeah, whatever. Becky Albertalli is the author of Simon versus the Homo sapien Agenda, and Adam Silvera is the author of The Buff Die at the End. I have another book by Adam Silvera, but it is a paperback. So anyway, it's called What If It's Us, and I also just hate the way he looks for some reason. I just can't stand it. Plus, they try to make like gay people so stereotypically gay. Like there's no variation, I guess, and it's just kind of like upsetting that there's nothing more to these people except the fact that they're gay. Like, and they like theater. Like that's fine. Like I'm gay and I like theater, but like, where is the nuance? I don't know. Whatever, I guess. This next one is by one of my favorite authors, Leigh Bardugo. It's called Ninth House. Leigh Bardugo wrote the Six of, oh my god, no, there's like kind of bent to the dragon. Leigh Bardugo looks like such a sophisticated book. I really respect that. Okay, this next one still has the Barnes & Noble ticket on it, but I am a big fan of Stephen King's writing. His stories are incredibly good, just good stories. I read all of it, as I mentioned before, and it was really good. I can't get over, like, how deeply you have to think about one of his books, especially as, like, the writer, like, just to make that story. It seems like such a challenge. And this one is one of his newest ones, one of his newer ones, because I bought this a really long time ago. It's called The Institute, and it's just, like, about, like, weird kids. I'm guessing, like, a weird kid, specifically named Luke. Oh, and Iris. And Kalisha. Okay, there's several. It was 30% off, so I was going to buy it. And members save an extra 10%. I miss being a Barnes & Noble member, but I also miss getting paid. Like, I genuinely don't have any money. So I'm really excited to read The Institute. Also, I love just, like, big books like this that are so well made. Like, Ninth House, this one. You'll see it. I have two more left. That is Stephen King, The Institute. Stephen King, The Institute. I don't want it to fall. Please don't fall. Okay. Second to last book is called There Will Come a Darkness, and I don't remember what motivated me so strongly to buy this. I think it was in, like, the mystery section. Like, they have, like, a new setup up at Barnes & Noble where it's, like, big shelves of fiction books that are more targeted for adults. And I think this might have been on it, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But it's called There Will Come Darkness. Let's see. There's, like, a little tower. It's on. Oops, sorry, that's my chair. It's on fire. It's by Katie Rosebroom. That's a cool name. And there's columns on the side here, and there are some, like, weird people up here, and, like, all the highlights are, like, red. Let's see what it's about. Oh, there's a map. Yes. It means that it's gonna be a great, like, fantasy world building situation. There's a map. It kind of, like, reminds me of, like, the Avatar world. So there's, like, that big thing here. That looks cool. That looks cool. I like that. And it was 50% off. That's probably why I bought it. Because it was originally $20. What a steal. Are you kidding me? Okay. So it says, the deceiver ensnares the world with lies. To death's pale hand the wicked fall. That which sleeps in the dust shall rise, and their wake will come a darkness. And in their wake will come a darkness. For generations, the seven prophets used their visions of the future to end wars and unite nations. Until the day 100 years ago, when they disappeared. All they left behind was one final secret prophecy foretelling an age of darkness and the birth of a new prophet who could be the world's salvation or the cause of its destruction. With chaos on the horizon, 5 lives are set on a collision course. A prince exiled from his kingdom, a ruthless killer known as the Pale Hand, a once faithful leader torn between his duty and his heart, a reckless gambler with the power to find anything or anyone, and a dying girl on the verge of giving up. One of them, or all of them, could break the world. Will they be a savior or a destroyer? That's cool. I'm glad that I didn't just buy it because it was 50% off. I'm really excited to read this, I guess. That seems like a cool one. It's one of the bigger ones. The last ones have been, like, the biggest. That's okay. Because I read it, and that was over 1,000 pages. It was like 1,300. I can do anything after that. Okay. The last one is called Carnival. It does social justice warrior